Alright guys, how is it going? It has been 3 months in Football Manager since our last episode, and that is because of user error. Totally messed up the last episode I was doing. Sound was ruined again, and I only had half of the content I needed recorded as well. So I made a decision to go to the next relevant place to bring you guys back in. And yeah, and that's where we are. We're now 3 months later. So let me catch you up on what's been happening on and off the pitch. All right, guys, so we are now in March 8th. We are still top of the league, 90 points with 38 games played. Only 6 more league games to play, and we've secured our playoff place already. But I mean, things are looking pretty good for the title at the moment. We're just consistent. Not every result has gone our way, but yeah, still the team is just storming for the title, and I couldn't be happier. We're back in today because we have a quarterfinal game in the FA Trophy against Tonbridge in our league. They're currently sitting 4th. They're doing pretty well themselves, so it's going to be a tough game. Definitely isn't going to be a given. We do have some of the best performers in the competition, just like we do the league. So yeah, I mean, we've got a chance, but there's also a chance for Tonbridge as well. So let's quickly go back, rewind in time, and have a look what has been going on since Southend back on the 7th of December. That's when I left you. Well, Southend and Dulwich Hamlet. We went through in the FA Trophy third round, 2-1 against Southend there, and then where did we go? Did we go all the way to? Yeah, no, that was it. Something like that. It's so long ago now as well, and lots has happened, as you can see. Lots of goals have been scored. So anyway, since then we had solid performances in the league. So many. I'm not going to go through every single one, but we've got some standout ones like our St Albans result, 7-1. We thrashed St Albans away. We had a whole string of really good results there. I mean, starting from Slough 3-0 and then 7-1 against St Albans, 4-1 against Hendon, 5-1 in the FA Trophy, 4th round against AFC Fylde, who are in the Vanarama National League, so league above us. Yeah, real confident display there, putting us through into the 5th round. So if we jump down there, just maybe just acknowledge the bad result there from Taunton away. We lost 3-1. And then we drew 2-2 away to Torquay, one of our title rivals. They're currently sitting in 2nd, chasing us down, trying to. And then, I mean, it was a bit hit and miss. We had our 5th round FA Trophy game against South Shields, and we comfortably won that 5-0. But then we went and lost away at Billericay 2-1. And then we kind of settled the ship a little bit there. Stopped the rock. It was a little rock. We've had a couple of little rocks, but really, I mean, in the grand scheme of things, it's just been a consistent season. So yeah, and then that what brings us up to where we are now. We some good results. Eastbourne Borough was a tough game. We were 2-0 down in that game. We didn't start scoring until the second half, and it wasn't until it was 2-1 until the 89th minute, and then we got our 3rd goal in the 96th minute. So yeah, that was a hard fought game, but we did manage to get the points there and just carry on our title charge really. So yeah, that's really good. What else has been happening? Well, the owner is looking to sell the club. So I don't think there's anything more than he's just looking to sell the club. There's no rumours of anyone coming in and buying the club, but it's affected sort of the 5-year plan. So I mean, we're just going to progress how we're going to try and carry on progressing. Finance-wise, things are looking really great from our actual FA Cup run. We went up to 6 figures, and we kind of been just floating around that between 100,000 and 120,000, depending on how many home games we've been having. And obviously with the FA Trophy, money's not so great, but we have been getting extra money coming in from going through the rounds in that. And what else? We have lost one of our players, which I would have told you about in the last episode that was a recording, but it all went wrong. And that player is Archie Chaplin, aka Charlie Chaplin. He got sold to Sunderland. Sunderland came in for Archie Chaplin. Couldn't hold him back. It's a big club. They're currently in the Championship. They came in for him. Initially tried to lowball me with a £13,000 offer. But yeah, I couldn't fight it. He only had 6 months left on his contract. So to take 28,500 for Archie, I mean, best of luck to him. He's only in the under 21s, but shows he's got potential. And yeah, best of luck to the lad. But that was extra money in the pot as well. That's helped us stay above the 100,000 sort of mark as well. So yeah, that is pretty much everything. We brought no more players in, no more players out. Everything was pretty much as it was. We've got all the loan players out, performing, to various sort of degrees. Some better than others. I mean, Niall Timpson has now played 35 matches for Cirencester with an average rating of 7.53. I mean, he's really showing that he's a pretty consistent player in that regards, even though he's got inconsistency. I mean, they are down a little bit lower than us, but I think with the players that have done well out on loan, I will be renewing their contract, sending them back out on loan again, hopefully finding somewhere like Cirencester who've got good training facilities, and then hopefully they carry on progressing as players, and either they become good enough to come and play for us, or maybe we're trying to cash in on them somewhere if possible. But that's what's happening there. Right, as for the team, a few little injuries here and there. Tom Olliott, the main one at the moment. He has been out just for a couple of games really, but he's on the road to recovery now. And yeah, and that's pretty much everything caught up. Just lots and lots of goals. If we were to look at the actual league table, we've now scored over 100 goals in the league, and we've still got 6 games to go. One of the best, if not the best, no, not quite. Tonbridge have a better defence than us, which is worrying for our next game. But they've nowhere near been able to score as many as we have. So we've definitely got more going forwards, but they're more resilient defendants. So we will see what happens there. But I'm not brilliant at maths, so I mean, how many games could we until we tie this up? Let's assume Torquay win their game in hand. They go to 82 points. So we have 8 points on them. And we've got 6 games left. So that's 18 points available. So we might be able to secure the title within about 3 games, is it? So that'll take us, no, not 3 games, 4 games. Depending on results elsewhere, we might be able to secure, and if we win every game, that is, we might be able to secure the title within 4 games, with a couple of games to go. So we'll see if Torquay can keep up the pace. They did get a draw last time out. Was that their draw against us? That wasn't last time out anyway. Anyway, yeah. We'll see if they can keep up the pace, shall we? But as for now, let's get in to our quarter-final game in the FA Trophy against Tonbridge. We're obviously going to want to be playing as strong a team as possible. I had a slight little change to our tactic. It's pretty much the same. However, I've got Dudziak. I've just swapped these guys around with Iro. This is since Tom Olliott has been out. Brought Iro on the left to play as an inside forward. So he's going to be cutting in. Dudziak as a Mazzala so he can drift out into this space. Brooks has been playing for a couple of games, just as a no-nonsense fullback. I don't want too much sort of congestion up in this area. Yeah. And then, I mean, everyone's been performing admirably. Oliver Iro is now up to 25 goals and 11 assists. That's a 36 goal contribution so far. Almost somewhere in the region of nearly a goal a game contribution. So yeah, he's by far our star standout player. And Boatswain, I mean, he's been doing pretty good as well. 18 goals, 2 assists. So yeah, I mean, things are looking good, and I look forward to this game and just seeing if we can progress to that point that I can't remember if I told you before or it went in the failed last episode, but yeah, I wanted a minimum target of semi-finals. So we're one step away from my personal target of semi-finals. Right, I need to bring McNulty. As we've discussed before, McNulty is not confident in big games. We're going to bring him out for Salim Saeed and Oliver Pendlebury as well. He's not keen on big games either. Oliver Pendlebury, as it happens, he has requested a transfer, but his contract's up at the end of the season anyway, so we run down his contract and let him go, and we'll replace him with someone of a similar sort of skill level, but hopefully that doesn't mind playing in bigger games. That'll be my sort of cup of tea. Right, so I think I'm probably happy with what we've got set out. I'd love to have Tom Olliott in the game as well with 12 goals and 12 assists. Again, he's one of our best performers as well. So he's going to be a huge miss for this game. I think I probably will bring Oliver Pendlebury on the subs bench. Because with his contribution of 11 goals and 7 assists, he definitely does deserve at least a place on the bench. Right, so let's have a look at this. Alfie Roberts in goal, Harry Lee at right back, Kanye Jobson and Sam Dreyer central defence, Ben Brooks at left back, Darius Lipswick and Harrison Dudziak, the reliable duo in midfield. And then we got Salim Saeed on the right wing, Oliver Iro on the left wing, Ash Boatswain and Ewan Pollock up front for us. And then we got Salim Akambi, Oliver Pendlebury, Callum Moore, Amrit Bansal McNulty and Elijah Morgan on the bench. And yeah, I think I'm pretty much happy with that. Except for really wishing I could have Tom Olliott in the team as well. That's pretty much the best I can come up with. So let us see. Everyone seems happy with that. But yeah, let's get into it and see if we can get a result and progress into the semi-finals of the FA Trophy. Oh, no, I don't want to do that. Yeah, carry on the performances. All right, come on then. See if we can get a result. Obviously, this is an away fixture as well, so we didn't get the home draw. But we've been just as confident away as we have been playing at home. But I guess a cup game can be quite different, and that is a good effort by a Tonbridge player there. Did Alfie Roberts just have to tip that onto a bar? He did. So good save there by Alfie Roberts. He's just been improving so much as well. Making massive improvements in his player progression. His contract is until next year as well. So, and now we're on the attack. Saeed finds Boatswain, long range shot. Oh my God, that's a bullet from Ash Boatswain. That is how to start the game. Pick that one out of the net. Ash Boatswain with absolute thunderbolt there. Tidy little assist there by Saeed. It is the deflected shot. So keeper actually did well to actually dive the right way for that, but couldn't do anything. The deflection just took it away from him. Pretty much perfect placement in the end after that deflection as well. Now we've got him on the break again. They had so many people down our end. We had them outnumbered, but they managed to. We didn't manage to be fast enough on the break, and they managed to recover their place. But we win the ball back again, kind of. Yeah, we got it. Lipswick to Jobson. Jobson hooks one over for Iro. Oh, he tries to find Dudziak. He wins the ball back though. Dudziak. Ooh. Iro. Goal number 2. Yep. Oh, they are feeling the pressure now, our Tonbridge. 2 goals to the good. And yeah, we were just being our typical relentless selves there. We weren't particularly, a little bit disappointing with our sloppy play. Lost the ball kind of a couple of times there, but Iro picks the ball up and drives it across goal in between the defender and the goalkeeper and finds the opposite bottom corner. 2-0 after 10 minutes. Things are looking good. That's not a guarantee of anything, I know. But yeah, a good start. Good, positive start. And a good attempt there, but went a little bit wide for Tonbridge. Lipswick with a free kick. Tries to find the head of Boatswain, but he cannot. And now Tonbridge are trying to break down the right wing. They do manage to get past our defenders. Pulls the ball back for another Tonbridge player. Well, I couldn't even see his name. What is that name? Cicluna? All right. I think when I go shopping, I'm just going to buy players that have easy names. And what a goal there. Ewan Pollock. Oh, bad ass. Well, what a performance these boys are putting in for quarterfinals of the FA Trophy. And that is another thunderbolt of a goal from the other striker we have up front. Beautiful through ball by Ash Boatswain, who scored the other goal, or first goal. And yeah, just a rocket, that one. 2 lovely goals. 3 lovely goals, actually, I think. And the other one was through tenacity. And that is a 3-0 before half an hour gone in this game. This could end up being quite embarrassing for Tonbridge. And maybe if it does end up being a bit of a whitewash as well, it will put them in their place for the league, because they're one of the teams that probably think they're chasing us down, but it's not going to happen. I'm not going to let it happen. Oh my God, that was nearly number 4 already. Beautiful cross by Saeed there. I'm not sure whose head it was. He tried who it met, but it was a good attempt onto the post. Only the post to deny us for goal number 4. Coming up to half time now. Looks like we're going to be going in 3-0 up unless Tonbridge managed to make something here with their attack, but we win the ball back again. Pollock finds Saeed, and Saeed is taken down rather unceremoniously by Mara, and he is sent straight off for an early bath. A straight red for Guinero Mara. And Brooks with a good attempt there from range on the free kick. Can't quite get it in the top corner, but not far off. All right, so now we have 3-0 up at half time. Tonbridge are down to 10 men, and we just have this game in control now. Yeah, brilliant first half performance. Right, you're doing brilliant. Keep going, keep it up. Oh, so happy. Looks like probably we'll make my minimum target for the FA Trophy of semi-finals. We'll see who we potentially get in the next round, assuming we do still make it through. But yeah, looking pretty good so far, it has to be said. Just want to see if we can just keep the pressure on in this second half and just really turn it up, really turn it on. And I mean, another 3 goals in the second half would be rather nice. But we'll have to see. They're probably going to be a little bit more defensive now. Surely they can't be chasing the game 3-0 down with 10 players. Let's have a look at what substitutions we got. And their players just look knackered compared to ours for the most part. Right, who do we want to bring on? I think I would like to bring on Oliver Pendlebury for a little bit. Let's bring him on for Darius Lipswick. And maybe we will bring on Elijah Morgan. Yeah, Elijah Morgan as well. And then we can just put him on wing back and support as well. Or maybe even attack. Let's go attack. Yeah, that'll do for the moment. Let's see where we can go with that. Coming up to about 20 minutes of the game left. Still only 3-0. They're managing to hold their own for the moment, and Tonbridge have a highlight up our end. Can they do anything with this? Ooh, Roberts came out for the ball and he just left himself stranded. Looked like he tripped over his own laces, to be fair. And usually he's really good and confident. He comes out for a ball, and if he does, that's it. He claims the ball. So a little bit of an anomaly there by Alfie Roberts. Pendlebury. All right, Lee on the right wing finds Said. Back to Pendlebury, finds Lee. Lee with a cross, tries to find Iro but can't find his head. Dudziak to Pendlebury. Pendlebury back to Dreyer. We're happy to just pass it about for a moment. Find an opening. Lee on the right. He tries to beat his man. Oh, he can't beat the man with the cross. But Pendlebury picks up a loose ball. Dreyer chips ball over top to Iro and Pollock. Would not want to see that on replay. That was a close range shot, and he couldn't even get it on target. That is unfortunate. Let's have a look for a last substitution, and I think we might go for Salim Akambi. We're going to bring him on, I think, for let's bring him on for a boatswain, and we're going to put him on as a deep line forwards. With just over 10 minutes to go, we'll see if he can do anything. He's quite skillful on the ball, is Salim Akambi. Likes to dribble and likes to take on the opposition players. Not always skillful enough to beat every man he tries to get past, but he's willing to try. And when you try, you know, sometimes you can just magic something up. But we were dispossessed with the ball from Tonbridge there. And a sloppy pass by us as well. Maybe we're feeling the pressure closing out the match here. And that is one back for Tonbridge. 10-man Tonbridge. Pull one back in the 80th minute. Can they find a resurgence? Have they got enough in them to come back into this game with 10 minutes to go? Probably too little, too late to find another 2 goals as well. Yeah, I don't want to do any shouts. Shouts are bad. Look at how they're on the floor. Tonbridge players, Jesus, they're going to be carried off. I'm surprised they're even standing. Into the 93rd minute now. Dudziak tries to find Iro. He does. Iro out to Said on the right. Said pulls inside to Akambi, but he's dispossessed pretty easily. Lee manages to regain the ball. Said to Pendlebury. Iro finds Lee on the right of the box. He drives in, finds Akambi, and that is goal number 4. That is game, set, and match, and we are most definitely through to the semi-finals of the FA Trophy, and that man, Salim Akambi, did come on as a substitute, and he did make a difference in the end, finding space for the cross ball from Lee and puts it away nicely. Well done, that man. He's had quite a good contribution as well. Yeah, I was umming and ahhing when I was looking at him before we bought him. Before he gave him a contract. Because obviously he was a free, everyone's a free. Yeah, and I was umming and ahhing, and I can't remember who the other guy I was looking at now, but it was between him and another guy or another two guys. But there was just something about his stats and his ability. I just liked the look of him. And yeah, I feel vindicated in my decision because he has made a fairly good contribution, mostly from substitutions. He's got a few starts, but he has made a fair contribution. Let's just have a look. I'll just out of curiosity, I want to just see what his contribution is. General, not general. Tactics, right? Where are you? Salim Akambi, 8 goals and 7 assists. I mean, that's pretty nice. 15 goal contribution from that man as a breakthrough prospect as well on a very mediocre contract. What are you on, good sir? £75 a week. It's some of these guys are just, I mean, they're being ripped off, to be fair. Boatswain, actually, while I'm talking about contracts, Boatswain wanted an improved contract after his contribution of 18 goals. Is now 19. And he was on £70 a week. £70 a week, and he's contributed 19 goals and 3 assists. I mean, that's first team regular stats right there. And I mean, he's been a big part in our title charge. And yeah, he asked for a new contract, and quite rightly so. So I did offer him a contract about 160, maybe, I think. Which is still, I think, quite reasonable. I mean, he's only 19. He's not going to improve too much, I don't think. But I feel like he's still got a little bit of improving to do. And yeah, it'd be a good physical presence taking him up with us next season into the Vanarama National League. Still, assuming that we do actually get into the Vanarama National League. Just making these big old assumptions that we're not just going to fall off a cliff and lose every game now until the end of the season. But we'll see. And that's another £7,500 for winning the FA Trophy quarter-final. And yeah, all right, let's have a look at our schedule. Semi-final in 5 games' time. So I'm not going to play that one in this episode. I am going to do another league game against Boreham Wood, our next game. But we should be able to find out who we're up against. Maybe before the Boreham Wood game. I mean, that's 2 days in between. That is absurd. All right. Go on. Do we get the draw before Boreham Wood? No. All right. You don't want to see this, Sam. All right. Done that a little bit. I do still do all of my press conferences. I don't know why. I have a sickness. I have an illness. I don't know. Someone needs to, I don't know, give me a lobotomy or something. I could just press a button, send my assistant, and be done with it. I mean, just how I play every single game. Not, yeah, even the friendlies. I sit there and play out the friendlies too. A lot of people might instant result or whatever, but yeah, it's how I build a great team. I mean, Hendon, get away from my Jensen Tinker. He's not quite as hot as Niall Timpson. Niall, where is he? Niall Timpson, yeah, that's it. All right. Yeah, right. So no, Jensen Tinker. You want to take him for free? I don't really want you to take him for free. He's got some potential. A reject. All right. No. I only get summaries from my staff meetings. That's one thing I don't do. I don't bother with staff meetings. They can give me a summary, and if anything's important in there, then I can deal with it then. Right, draw. Only 4 draws. We're in the semi-final. Let's see who gets drawn. Farnborough against Altrincham. Okie dokie. And Woking against Yeovil. So, yet again, Vanarama National League opposition. Altrincham are in 17th in the National League. Well, I kind of feel like that's a possibility for us. Let's see, in the grand scheme of things, we're top of the Vanarama National South. They're 17th. What are they? Like 7 places above them? Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Sorry, 8 places above us. Technically, 8 places above us, and we've already beat Southend up here in 7th, and Filed who are in 2nd. So I think that's a doable game. They are through to the semi-finals on merit, of course. So we will see how that goes. But yeah, I feel like that is potentially a winnable game for us. All right, Yeovil, I think will be a different kettle of fish altogether. But I think Yeovil will beat Woking easily in the other semi-final. And yeah, if we go through, that will be a difficult final. I would not be putting money on us winning that. But you never know. You never know. Right, let's get through to this Borehamwood game, shall we? All right, we are at the Borehamwood game, and I am sticking with pretty much the same squad from the last game. Elijah Morgan comes in at left back for Ben Brooks. But yeah, other than that, I was going to put McNulty in for Saeed because he's wanting more game time, but I'm happy for him to go at the end of the season because he doesn't like the big games. I mean, it's a shame, but if I have a good player, he's an important player, as is Oliver Pendlebury. If they're meant to be important players and they can't play in big games, they're just... I mean, it's a lie that they're important players because they can't play important games. So maybe it's my fault for allowing them to be important players. But at this point, I can't change. I'm not going to change their agreed playing time. They're going to go at the end of the season, and that will be that. Just noticed we were getting a bit of interest from some other teams for some of our players. Elijah Morgan is wanted by 2 League 2 sides, so Bradford City and Northampton. Now, I like Elijah Morgan. He's in my book, he's good for this level. He's only 19, so he's got room to grow as well. However, he is in as a star player, and he is on, I think, the biggest wage in the club, £575 a week. If I was to try and renew his contract, he's going to try and rinse me. Yeah, I don't want to be paying him 650, nearly 700, maybe whatever he wants from us. That's too much. Even if we go up next season, I mean, 550 to 600, I still feel should be our absolute limit. Our money's not gonna grow hugely from the Vanarama National South to the National League. So yeah, I've got to keep a cap. I've got to keep sensible. You know, I've got to keep the finances in order. If we're going to grow the club, as we try and progress through the leagues, then we're going to need them to be making money. That's what they need to do, and it needs to be a money-making business. Yeah, and at the moment we are making money, so I want to keep that cap on the wages and not let it get too ridiculous. That is probably the most ridiculous one we've got with 575. Because originally, I remember saying to you, I don't want to pay anyone more than 500, and I did because I'm a sucker. But anyway, that's the squad done. Let's get into it and let's try and get another result, one step closer to promotion to the Vanarama National League. Yeah. All right. Enjoy the match. Play your own game. No one's listening. They're all switched off. It's been too easy running for them. They're all just like, yeah, whatever. I remember saying to you, I really would like to increase our attendance quite nicely, maybe be pushing up to around 1,000 attendance mark. It's not really happened. We're still floating around, I don't know, 700s, 800s at a push. But I'm expecting it will go up next season, climb slowly, especially after we've had such a good run in the FA Trophy as well. I think we deserve our attendance to be going up. Our reputation should definitely be going up. Getting through to the semi-final. We'll see if we can get to the final. But it's a pretty good run, and we made it to the first round of the FA Cup as well. Yeah, of course, when I was talking about level run, I was meaning the FA Trophy. Yeah, some pretty good cup runs for our level, I think. Yeah, and promotion as well. I mean, yeah, our reputation needs to go up, so our attendance needs to go up. I'm hoping our sponsorship goes up nicely. It's not going to be amazing, but I'm hoping it does go up nicely. We will have to see about that, of course. If we go up, you know, that's a big assumption. It's almost a given at the moment, but yeah, I can't assume until the job is done. They got a job to do all the way to the end of the season. Right? Can we do anything here? Bournemouth are not a pushover. They are in 5th at the moment, I believe. So yeah, we're going to have to work for this game if we're going to get the 3 points. Lee cutting inside and tries a left-foot shot, but it's not very good, and he doesn't get anywhere near the target, to be honest. I've had that with Elijah Morgan on left back as well. He likes to get up there and he likes to rip a shot, and it's just embarrassing. They really shouldn't. I've given him instructions as well not to shoot less often as well. He obviously thinks he's a forward in disguise, but his shots say otherwise because they're terrible. Always just going high and wide, and it's just a waste. That was a good shot there by Bournemouth. Alfie Roberts had to be alert there and parry the shot out for a corner. Now it's Bournemouth with the corner. They do get a head on it, but it can't get it down, and it goes over for a goal kick. Alfie Roberts plays it short to Lee, up to Saeed. Saeed back to Jobson. Jobson finds Lipswick, who finds Pollock. Pollock out to Morgan on the left. He drives forwards up the wing, managed to play it through for Iro, and then back to Iro. Oh, and they just really can't do anything with that there. It is shepherded out for a corner. Right, and it is Morgan for the corner. Can he find a head? No, he can't. That was a terrible one. That was almost body height to clear the first man. Absolutely awful. Can't wait to find someone in transfer window that can deliver a free kick or a corner. But that is our first goal. Ewan Pollock off the mark after 22 minutes. Has been a sort of tight, hard-fought game so far, but we do manage to break the deadlock. Lipswick with the corner in, finds the head of Pollock. You'd think it would be Boatswain, but Pollock's there, willing to do the hard work, and he gets his head on it for goal number 1. Tight offside? Not really. He's kind of, almost. He does like to sit on the shoulder. He is a poacher at heart, so yeah, he likes to sit right up there. Can we continue the pressure and get goal number 2? Not really. That was a hopeful ball over the top, but Pollock wasn't on the same wavelength, and he didn't even make the run. Jobson collects the ball back in defence. Lee up to Boatswain. Boatswain come out wide for this one. He is dispossessed, so unfortunately didn't really use his size and strength to his advantage there. But we've got the ball back on the right hand side again. Lee back to Jobson, back to Lee. Finds Saeed. Saeed cuts inside. and switches it over to the left with Morgan and Iro. Dudziak through ball for Boatswain. He can't keep his shot down. That is unfortunate. And nice to get a second goal and try and put this game to bed. We want the 3 points. We want to secure that title as soon as possible, if we can. If Iro with the ball on the left side of the box. Oh, and that's a penalty. There we go. That's a penalty. He wasn't even going anywhere. Why did he have to go in and tackle him like that? I'm not complaining, but he wasn't going anywhere. He was pretty much running the ball out, and he gave away the penalty. Boatswain with the penalty. 20th goal of the season for Ash Boatswain. Definitely deserves that contract. He has been really good for us this season. Not sure how he will stand up to the defences in the National League next season, but we will see. He's only offered a contract as a squad player, so improvement from breakthrough prospect, but he definitely broke through as a prospect, so got to give him that. Another corner, Saeed to take. Can we find another goal? And he tries to find Boatswain, not far off. Drea with the header back in. Saeed, what a shot into the far corner there. Beautiful, and he does a cartwheel, very pretty to celebrate. It wasn't a bad delivery from Saeed there as far as our corners go, but yeah, ball comes back out to him. He drops the ball down, kind of takes it on the half volley straight into the top far corner. Bam! That is 3-0 again within the first half, just like last game. Can we keep it up though? I don't want them scoring. Want more goals for us. And that is Lee now getting in on the action. 4-0. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. That was, I kind of had my eye off the ball there. Just chatting away. Morgan had it on the left-hand side to Dudziak. Dudziak switches it over to Lee. Lee picks it up, cuts inside to lose his player, and bam. Puts it in the far corner, nice and low. 4-0 before half-time against 5th place. That is how we've been getting things done. Beautiful, beautiful stuff. Just still got the rest of the cup games, next cup game to look forward to, and good to see out the season and see us finish it as champions as well. But at this point, I'm just looking forward to getting to the transfer window and seeing what gems we can find for next season, figuring out who I want to keep. Most people, I've only got 4 people with contract that runs through next year as well. Oh, that is 1 goal back for Bournemouth before half-time. Could they be on for a fight back here? I very much doubt it, but that is at least a consolation goal for him. Yeah, so I only got 4 players. 4 players that are on a contract up until the end of next season. So yeah, I've got to do a lot of figuring out who is worth keeping hold of. And there's some players on big contracts, like we discussed with Elijah Morgan, 575 already. If I give him a contract renewal, he's going to want the earth. So I'm going to have to look at the contracts, see what people are on, see which ones deserve sort of getting more money, because they're all going to want more money for a new contract. I mean, most of them might get the odd one that's willing to pretty much take the same as what they got, but at the end of the day, if we're getting promoted, who's going to be happy for that? All right, keep it up, lads. Keep it up. Let's go. Yeah, who's going to be happy for that when we've just won the league and got promoted? Probably not many of them. So we will have to see. So and some real hard decisions to be made. Who's going to stay? Who's going to go? Already know we're going to be losing people like Pendlebury and McNulty as well. They've been great for the club, trying to achieve promotion, but I feel like we'll be doing ourselves world of favours trying to stay away from any players that don't like big matches. We want players that are going to perform in every game, no matter what. But yeah, I mean, there's definitely going to be people that we want to try and keep hold of, like Harrison Dudziak. I mean, he's outstanding. We already got Oliver Iro in for an extended contract into next year as well, with a optional 1 year extension, I think, from promotion as well. So Oliver Iro, in fact, when we get promoted, if we get promoted, will have a 2-year contract. So that is great for us. Pollock as well. He's up until the end of next season. Dudziak, I think you're only until the end of the season, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, I can't actually remember who else it was. So I have to see. But yeah, anyway, yeah, it's some real big decisions to be made nonetheless. Trying to still balance the books whilst doing it as well. We're not going to have much money. If I had to guess, we're at, so second season they took our wage budget down a little bit, and so we're on about 7,000 at the moment, the wage budget. And if I had to guess for next season, I reckon it'd probably only be about 8.5. And oh my god, that is filthy from Ewan Pollock. Oh my god, that is just disgusting. Dudziak to Iro, through ball, split in defence for Pollock, and he just chips it over the keeper into the far corner. That is absolutely ruthless. 5-1. Ewan Pollock, you are disgusting. Boatswain to Lipswick to Dudziak with a rush of blood. He tries a long range shot, but it's not very good. It's high and goes straight over the goal. Bournemouth hoping for another one. Oh, they hit the post, and then it hits the back of Alfie Roberts' head, but luckily it doesn't bounce back into the goal. I mean, I don't think it'd make any difference at this point, but the fewer goals we concede, the better, just because that's how I like it. Morgan pulls it back for Saeed. He goes for another attempt into the far corner. Was that deflected or saved? I'm not even sure what happened there. Oh, I'm getting so excited here. I've not even made any substitutions. Come on, get yourself together. Definitely feeling short of central defenders at the end of this season. We've only got two. We've got Kanye Jobson, Sam Dreyer, and then our only other guy really is Sam Bailey, and he's not really out and out central defender. So after losing Archie Chaplin, I did make the decision not to try and replace him. I thought I'd just save the money, save the wages. We had the extra money from his transfer in as well, and we're just trying to see out the season. So basically making us as rich as possible. Yeah, that's kind of the general thinking. All right, let's bring on Salim Akambi for Oliver Iro. He can slot into that spot rather nicely. Pendlebury come on for Dudziak. And then who else has terribly tired legs? I'm going to say Harry Lee for Callum Moore. Do the 3 changes as one, as I left it much later. I like to give the first substitute at least about half an hour-ish to do something. But yeah, everyone's come on a bit late today because I've got all excited. All right, Saeed Lee. Oh no, was that who's on now? Callum Moore, rather. I know what's going on. I swear I know what's going on. Right, big ball over the top of Bournemouth, and that was worthy of being a goal, to be fair. But he back off the bar. But yeah, that was a worthy attempt. Should have been a goal. I feel for the guy. It was a good effort. Bournemouth with the corner here late in the game, 86th minute, and Dreyer is there to head the ball out of danger. But that is another goal back for Bournemouth. We couldn't clear the danger altogether. It came back into the box. No one was there to clear the ball. And that Bournemouth player, whoever he is, was there just to holding. Yeah. All right. Well, that's 5-2. Fair dues. Can't complain. 912 today. That's not a bad attendance for us. Slowly creeping up, maybe, as we're heading towards the title. Everyone's wanting to jump on the gravy train, as we are about to go up. If we're about to go up, I mean. Saeed with low driven cross. Oh, it pings around in the box, but it can't drop to a Farnborough player, unfortunately. Was a bit dangerous for him. Could they be chasing a third here with only seconds to go, really? Cox with a deep cross in, but Roberts is there to collect the ball. And if he just keeps hold of it for a minute, no, he chucks it out. But that should be the whistle going within seconds. Probably we don't even have enough time to get up their end. No, we just play it back. Keep the ball. That's it. That's another 3 points done. 5-2. A commanding and confident performance for us against top of the table rivals. I don't know if they're really rivals. Cancel. I keep doing that. Breathe. Right. Good win. Good performance. Good job, lads. All right. So where were they? They are still in 5th even after that. And if they had won and we had lost, we would have been on 90 and they would have been on 74. So they would have still been 16 points behind us. Not really title contenders, but they, they're playoff contenders, aren't they? I mean, pretty securely in there as well. They'd have 10 points away from 8th. So they are pretty secure in there. Woking probably are too. Wilson are probably the only ones fighting to keep their place in the playoff places. So, well, that's another good result. And now, there are only 7 games to go, and we are. Torquay have been plugging away. They've been getting those results. They've been making sure they are not missing a beat. They won their game in hand. They won their other game. They are 8 points behind us. So with 8 points behind us, I mean, that only leaves us a 2-game cushion. So like I did, my maths was right. It will be if they carry on and we carry on, it won't be until we have 2 games left until we kind of win the title. But that's not a given. That's why I keep saying if. They're only 8 points. They're only 8 points behind us, so they could easily keep on getting those wins. If we were to lose a game, they're only 5 points behind us, and then it just gets closer and closer. So we will see. But yeah, thanks for joining me today. If you've liked today's content, please leave us a like and leave a comment in the comments below if you've got anything to comment. And if you haven't subscribed already, please hit that subscribe button. I really appreciate you all helping me grow this channel. As for now, I hope you have a brilliant rest of your day, and I will see you again in the next one. For the semi-final of the FA Trophy. Yeah!